Yeah, man, Super Purples, Minimum Plus Beats, Artificial Intelligence, let's go. We have been seeing a lot of advancements in artificial intelligence and machine learning lately, especially pre-trained models available to the public. A lot of them claim to be good enough to trick or jerk. From my explorations thus far, Fiverr graphics designers face the biggest threat at the moment. Check them out. These aren't even the best ones, but at this point they can already trick or jerk at school. Soon enough, there won't really be a reason to store anything in our brains anymore. Matter of fact, there not be a reason to anymore for him. Audialab claims through an aggressive marketing campaign, only you can access, limited access, etc., to have the top-notch drum sample generator at the sale price of almost $100. Does it actually generate fire? Or does it sound like it's trained on like 3 drum samples and like it's a bit of a confused computer? Find out as we try it. Alright, let's check them around right here. You can see something that looks a little bit similar to 16 pads or something like that. We have a couple of kicks, snares, claps, snare, random, closed hi-hats, and all of these drum sounds can, matter of fact, be any type of drum sound that you want. You have these to choose from: random, kick, clap, snare, closed hi-hat, open hi-hat, cymbal, percussion, glitch, noise. And each of these will generate one type of sound according to this type of sound, you know what I'm saying? It's not really much more complicated than that. Apart from that, we have a couple more functions here. We have an envelope piece right here, and we have a pan and a way of pitching the sample up and down in semitones. This shit right here, obviously very exciting. When you get promised that you can have an infinite amount of drum samples and you don't even need to You won't even need to get any more samples ever again. That's the promise, right? Or that's the hope for a plugin like this. Of course, you can still get the sample packs on my website. I'm gonna say it's a specific flavor, but that's the utopia. That's the idea. Let's see if it lives up to it. First of all, there's a button up here that can regenerate all of the drum pads. So pressing this will get a whole new set of sounds. Now I have used this one, so I'm just gonna make a copy of it before so I don't fuck anything up on this beat here. Boom! Let's press that big red circle or button, generating sample, and it doesn't take long at all. Now we have it. You can use your keyboard or a set of pads, any type of MIDI controller that you have. I know a lot of you kids nowadays are working the mouse and all of that. I'm a good old-fashioned keyboard and pads, and we'll try to find our way to the first sample on C1. That's a kick sound. Supposedly. That's another, it sounds a little bit more like a kick. The AI on this one right here has been fed with a lot of typical snare samples. You can tell, as you can notice right here, it sounds a little bit like some 8-bit, like really low bit rate. Quality on these, which I think, which presumably is the outcome. So first of all, I want to say that this cannot replace any drum sample in the world, you know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, I do think it has a specific type of flavor. It works very well if you're working with lo-fi music, and if we're listening to the snare up here, for example, or this, which sounds like some type of percussion, not a hi-hat actually, but some of these sounds that you would typically synthesize from scratch by hand by using a little bit of noise, they work kind of well. Whereas kicks and other sounds, especially with a lot of low-end information, they sound like they're coming straight out of the Game Boy. Which, if you watch my channel, you know that I love that. So, but you get the point. You can hear that hiss and that aliasing. Ain't no Quincy Jones shit, you know what I'm saying? Let's generate it one more time and see what else we get this time. So very similar character. Even go as far as to say that most of the sounds are very similar to each other. So we can generate individual drum sounds here as well by just pressing this button down here. Really, it does sound like when you import samples into LSDJ on the Game Boy. Sounds exactly like it. And you also have these to save your ass in case you kind of like swipe left by accident. It's not dangerous sound kit, you know what I'm saying, but let's set the release time of this and try these parameters out right here, attack and release. Just want to shave a little bit off there at the end. And what's this? Clip decibel. You can make it distortionalize and have it clip. And there's a filter here, luckily, so that is going to hide these little artifacts. And hopefully you'll end up with something usable. I have to say still, this is very cool. And even though it sounds like trash, I'm sorry Audialab, I do like a trashy sound sometimes, but also, to its advantage, a lot of these sounds can blend into a mix, especially a sound like this. So I would use it probably mostly for percussion. Like this one who's already dirty, this ridiculous song that I made goofing around with the sample track. The character of it is already a little bit lo-fi. We're goofing big time down here and it's recorded with a built-in microphone. So it's, yeah, well here, the drums do melt into it kind of well. And just imagine after an actual mix, I think it'll sound dope. I'm gonna take on lock, never hear you say sonic where. Been pushing these pads since the age of 13, so you know I don't care if you think you fresh. If I catch a bullet, then I catch it in my bulletproof vest. Probably from a Nerf gun, but it don't matter nonetheless. Got me, I'm putting this sample track to the test. Oh Lord, so there you have it. Let's make something new with this. It's a little bit Santa Claus exciting, isn't it? Every time you open it up, you get something different. Although, similar but different. Nope. These random sounds can get really interesting. Hey, that's a nice percussion right there. Shall use that as a kick. Alright, maybe a little bit too much with two of those random car crashes. Right, let's get some hi-hats going. Use a separate track for that. So you can actually, just to let you know, it is possible to route all of your sounds separately, and you can also drag all of these drum samples out into your DAW, or if you want just one specific sound, you could pull it from here. Maybe small quantize. See what else we have. Nice little rim shotty thing. Rim shouty. We have the foundation right there. Let's put something else on it. Maybe sprinkle some more automatic drums on it afterwards. Put one of the best plugins in the world up here. No. Yeah. I like these drums. That is excellent right there. Beauty. Time for some bass. Should we just dub it? I don't know. Could be dope. Oh yeah. Oh, you could make something that something dope comes out with every single time. But I do like the character of this, so you can see it's sort of like its own little drum machine with a few variations to it and an element of surprise. So if you do want to check that out, I am part of an affiliate program that Audialab are doing right about around here, where you will get a big one discount if you get it from my link. So check them out.